room. I don't know what's going on. We're going to rise and have a moment of silence in thoughtful consideration of the anniversary of Hurricane Helene. We lost people here. Western North Carolina lost many people. And of course, all the destruction that was wrought throughout the whole upstate of South Carolina, the city of Greenville. And a time also to reflect on the incredible job our first responders did and so many others in responding to this event. All right, well, thank you. We hope we don't see that again in September. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. It'll be a week this weekend. I mean, a year this weekend, by the way. Yeah. Okay, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember John DeWorke.
Here.
Councilmember Lillian Fleming.
Here.
Councilmember Ken Gibson.
Here.
Councilmember Will Bresington.
Here.
Councilmember Russell Stahl. Councilmember Dorothy Dow. Here. Mayor Knox White.
Here, you have the minutes of September 8th, 2025. They'll stand approved as submitted. Unless there are any objections. Seeing none, they are so approved. We have let's see, a few folks who signed up to speak to us on some agenda items. We'll go ahead and take them up front anyway. John Slipsky, you are up first. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is John Slipke. I reside at 43 Tyndall Avenue in Greenville. I serve as treasurer on the Greenville Transit Authority Board of Directors and speak this evening on behalf of the board in support of the proposed rezoning and annexation of the GTA facility at 205 Arcadia Drive. On July 21st, the GTA board approved a resolution to effectuate the annexation of this property into the city of Greenville. For GTA, the principal benefit of the annexation is significantly improved access to emergency response services and enhanced public safety for the GreenLink employees. Greenville Fire Station number 7 is located nearby on Rutherford Road, less than a half a mile from the GTA facility. And the city's police coverage is more comprehensive in this area than the county's. It is important to understand that annexation will not change the operation of the GTA facility or the use of this property. GTA owns and operates the 205 Arcadia property, and if annexation is approved, GTA will continue to operate the facility as it does today, and our community engagement commitments will remain unchanged. In fact, as pointed out by the Planning Commission, the nearby community may indirectly benefit from the city's oversight and engagement with the GTA facility. At the September 4th Planning Commission meeting, questions were raised about property ownership. To clarify, GTA holds the title and deed to 205 Arcadia. As you are aware, this property was donated to GTA by the county in August of 2020. Title reviews, surveys, and plats confirmed this property is not part of the new Washington Heights neighborhood. This is also reflected in the maps included in the new Washington Heights community plan developed in 2017. I'm not here this evening to revisit the history of the county's decision to donate the Arcadia property to GTA. I acknowledge the change this represented for the area neighborhood. However, I remind everyone that this land donation enabled the construction of a new maintenance center that positioned GTA to be able to expand and enhance its public transportation service. The development of the property included improved stormwater infrastructure, which is monitored by DHEC and a third-party consultant, as well as the development of green space, a playground, a school memorial, and other community amenities. GTA remains committed to being a good community neighbor. In closing, the GTA board respectfully recommends City Council approval of this proposed rezoning and annexation. Thank you, and hopefully I can answer any questions that you may have.
Okay, thank you very much. Any questions or comments? Thank you, John. Appreciate your service on the board too. Anthony Gallo. Hi.
Good evening, Mayor White and council members. For those of you that have not had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Anthony Gallo, principal of the Gallo Company.
And I'm Anna Gallo, managing partner.
And we come before you tonight to just simply introduce ourselves and at a very high level, the project that we are asking for annexation into the city of Greenville. It's Deering Street, and Deering Street currently serves as Emmanuel Baptist Church, but it's been relatively underutilized for the better part of a decade. We've had the pleasure of meeting with the property owner and have built really good rapport. He's very open to our project, which is going to be an affordable housing complex. Our intent, and we're still working on designs, we're working with JDG Architecture on some of the floor plans, but we're coming in somewhere between 28 and 34 units. We're intending on making it primarily workforce housing, but obviously if we can annex into the city, it would be a huge benefit to the project overall. And we're most excited about the ability to keep it as an existing structure and just utilize the existing building and not make any modifications. We're seeking local historic designation as well. And we're excited about, the project and what it will afford to the community. So,
And that's item 15E. I just wanted to notice on yeah, okay.
so if
Thank you.
If there's any questions, we'd be happy to address those.
Okay. All right. We appreciate that very much.
Thank
Mr. Clarence Thornton.
Mr. Clarence Thornton, I reside at 114 Dawkins Street. I won't be here for you long. I first would like to thank the mayor and the city of Greenville for honoring Mr. Terry Manigault for his outstanding service in teaching and 40 years of service at Springfield Baptist Church. It was an awesome experience yesterday. Sandra Diller was there. He also received an award from the state. He also received an award from the county. And I would like to thank you for honoring September 21st as Terry Manigault Day in the city of Greenville. We'd like to thank you for that. One of the other things I would like to talk about is getting ahead, because South Carolina has always had low wages and a lot of people are moving here. And because of the prior cost of low wages, as Greenville progress, those that lived here and worked here for 30 or 40 years, as they reach the age of retirement, will not have a home. More of them will be homeless because they cannot afford to live in apartments that cost $2,000 or $3,000 a month. For those who rent, that would be astronomical for them. That means that would be $24,000 a year. If it's at $2,000 a month, it would be $3,000 a month. That would be $36,000. And as you know, we need to get ahead of the game or as opposed to being behind. I know that we have a backlog as affordable housing, and as more teachers retire, officers retire, and people that worked in maintenance retire, how will they afford to live here in the city of Greenville? So I hope and pray that the city of Greenville make it a priority to realize that as more people retire, the homeless problem will increase. Because for years they worked at $5 an hour, $7 an hour, $10 an hour, $12. Now you add that on their Social Security, how will they afford to pay $2,000 and $3,000 a month? So let's be proactive on that. Let's get on the ball, and let's thank you again for honoring Mr. Terry Manigault. Sandra Diller was there. She said it was one of the best places in the world. Mr. Brian Spearman, who's a preacher, spoke, and he really loved it. Councilman Gibson was there, and he can tell you how wonderful it was.
All
So
right.
thank you so very, very much, and may God bless each and every last one of you.
Thank you very much. I want to recognize State Representative Bruce Bannister in the back of the room. I heard you were here, but I couldn't find you to save my life, but that's because you in the back with, now I see your face. Bruce, nice to have you with us. Thank you. Your government at work here, Bruce. Your taxpayers at work. Appreciate it. You be sure to see the city manager after the meeting, so I'm sure she has something to talk to you about. But thank you. We have a couple of recognitions and appointments tonight. First of all, Greenville Housing Authority, I think John DeWorkin.
Yeah, well, we just want to say a special appreciation from the citizens of Greenville to recognize Raquel Collier, who served on the GHA board from October 21 to September of 25. A lot of these are our boards and commissions that do a lot of work for our city, and just can't thank her enough for the time and effort that she put. Is Raquel here?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, someone thank her.
Unless she's sitting by Bruce, because I can't see back there. Okay. All right, but thank you. We do appreciate Raquel's service. Councilman Stahl?
Yes, I'd also like to thank Jacqueline Mills, who served on the Housing Authority from July 21 to April 25.
Okay, she's
I
here.
think I saw her.
See her.
She was
Okay,
at the last meeting.
okay. And we have some new nominations to make to the Greenville Housing Authority. Councilman DeWorkin again.
Thank you, Mayor. So I put forth to council a recommendation, Greenville Housing Authority, of Charlie Whitmire, who I've known for 30 years. I think most of us have known Charlie for 30 years. I think he'll do an excellent job to serve an unexpired term ending October 31, 2026.
Okay, Mr. Whitmire has been nominated. Any other nominations? If not, all in favor of Mr. Whitmire, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Councilmember Stahl?
I would like to recommend the appointment of Amelia Muller, who just returned from Greenville. She grew up here and returned from Birmingham to serve an unexpired term ending October 31, 2027.
Yeah, very good. Ms. Muller's been nominated for this other slot. Any other nominations? If not, all in favor of Ms. Muller, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Very good. Okay. Now we have some appointments to the Youth Commission. I believe we have some folks who came to the meeting tonight for that one, so that we appreciate that. And let's see, Jackson Benton and Isabel Cart. You guys are making the nominations for us. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you and good evening. My name is Jackson Benton and I am a senior at Southside Christian High School, and I am serving as the co-chair on the City of Greenville Youth Commission along with Rashika Talati, who could not be here tonight.
My name is Isabel Cart and I'm a junior at Greenville High School. I'm excited to serve as secretary this year for the City of Greenville Youth
Good.
Commission.
All right, thank you.
So before we introduce our recommendations, we would like to share that the Youth Commission met last month to discuss expectations and opportunities for this year. And we are all excited to serve and sow back into our communities. As well as we are also looking forward to learning more about local government and sharing the team perspective with city leadership and our and city departments.
And I think as you call each one, if they're here, if they would, you could stand, appreciate it. Okay?
All right, so please stand as we call your name. So Caroline Bannister from Jail Man, and she is a junior. Tegan Buck, Christchurch Episcopal School, and she is a junior.
Margaret Chernez, a junior at Christchurch Episcopal School. Justin Hutchison, a freshman at Veritas Prep.
And Bentley Jans, a sophomore at Greenville High School.
We also want to recognize some appointments who couldn't be with us tonight due to other commitments. Aria Bott, a senior at JL Man, and Kate Butler, a junior at GHS.
And Lucy Marsick at Greenville High School, who is a sophomore. So
All right.
welcome to the City of Greenville Youth Commission, and can we all give them a hand?
But not so fast. We got to take the nominations. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Okay, now you're official. Okay, you can sit down now. That's right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all serving on this too. Move to the very quick consent agenda.
So move.
Second.
Just looking at the agenda copy I have, there's nothing on there.
There is no consent agenda.
Clerk, okay, so I guess we can go on to the regular agenda, 15A.
An ordinance to accept and appropriate $77,000 in contributions for the construction of the new inclusive playground in Cleveland Park.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. I believe you have an announcement on when the opening on that.
Yes, we're very excited. Mayor and council, thank you for your time. We're excited to open Brooks Playground next week at Cleveland Park, spanning over 10,000 square feet. The playground boasts 85% shaded areas, newly constructed restrooms, increased parking, as well as 2 new shelters. Tonight's appropriation is an additional $77,000 to construction of the playground. That brings our total private donations to $1.4 million. We owed a lot of this success to the support of the Foster family, our partnership development manager, Donna Carver, as well as the 150 donors that contributed to the project.
Mr. Mayor, Mike,
Thank you to the Foster family and
just a
President.
quick comment, if I may. It's been exactly 3 hours since I've been able to lay eyes on this future expansion area in the park. It looks phenomenal.
It does.
It really has come along nicely. Can't wait not only for next Monday, but for all the days ahead where people will enjoy this very special element of our park. So
Yep.
kudos.
Yep, we're excited.
The opening will be what time on?
4:30 on Monday, and then we'll open it to the public full go on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yep.
To the members of the Youth Commission, if you're out at 4:30 on, what day is the week? You said
Monday.
Monday, yeah,
afternoon.
next
Yep.
Monday. Yeah, this is a good one to check out. Major enhancement to Cleveland Park and the whole community with people with special needs. Okay, clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, 15 and B.
An ordinance to repeal and replace the bylaws of the Board of Zoning Appeals of the City of Greenville and to repeal and replace Chapter 2, Article 4, Division 6 of the Code of Ordinances.
So moved.
Second.
Y'all want any more discussion on that or?
I would ask, Mary Douglas,
Okay,
you
sure.
provided a great summary to me by email with just the bullet points of what this is addressing, and this applies to BZA and our resolution. Were you going to ask the same thing, sorry?
I was, but you reviewed it and I have not had a chance to.
Well, it's a good high level, and I think it's important for transparency to show that. So if you could recap those, I think that would be sufficient.
All right, Mayor and members of council. So the BZA bylaws were last updated in December of 2004, so over 20 years ago. So much needed to be updated. So these were actually completely rewritten from the old bylaws and in an effort to create more efficient meetings, but also align them with our Greenville Development Code that we passed in July of 2023. Essentially, this codified the 2/3 supermajority vote requirement if staff is recommending denial of an application. We also eliminated any redundancy with the municipal code. We have, as I said, updated to be in alignment with the Greenville Development Code. New rules for public hearing comments have been introduced, and a cutoff for correspondence has been introduced so that we can ensure that we get that correspondence to the Board of Zoning Appeals in a timely manner.
And Mary Douglas, isn't this, so we have the PC revisions as a resolution tonight,
Yes.
but don't we expect more of these? Are y'all
Yes.
reviewing a lot of them?
So we have been working on all of our planning boards and commissions bylaws, rewriting all of those. So tonight is the ordinance for the BZA because we're actually repealing the bylaws, but also repealing it from our Chapter 2 of our city code because we noticed that our bylaws were copied and pasted in the city code. So we're taking that out. So if there is a change to the BZA bylaws, you don't have to go back and change the city code. So that's why it's an ordinance and planning commission is a resolution because we actually had our BZA bylaws in the city code.
Okay.
So more to come. So the planning commission is the resolution just because it is just the bylaws. And then next meeting, we would like to bring the historic review board and the planning or the design review board bylaws to you.
So this is so someone just doesn't go on and on and on.
Yes, yes, we have established that the applicants can present for 10 minutes. We put it in a nice handy chart so the public can see how long they have to speak. The public is speaking for 3 minutes, and then there's an applicant rebuttal. So it has a really clear process. We're trying to be very clear with what we're doing.
Thank you.
And Councilmember Dow, the resolution for the Planning Commission is on 16A. So you will also be receiving Planning Commission tonight. There
Right.
was no need to change the code.
Right.
So no need for an ordinance.
But more is coming at the next meeting. and
More is coming
possibly-
at the next meeting. And I did want to mention, for example, the BZA bylaws, we had the staff liaison listed as the secretary. And so really we wanted to codify that it's really more the staff liaison. And with the schedule where y'all appoint the BZA members, we wanted that to be in sync with when they elect their chair and their vice chair. So just cleaning up a lot of things to make it more in line.
Okay.
Thank you.
Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming. Councilmember Gibson. Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, we have 4 annexations coming up next. Are you gonna handle this or you gonna stay up there? Okay, 4C.
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.44 acre of real property at 3119 North Pleasantburg Drive and to provide the zoning designation of BG District.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion second. Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Gibson. Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay. 15D.
An ordinance to annex approximately 26.58 acres of real property and 10.0 acres of adjacent right-of-way located at 205 Arcadia Drive and to provide the zoning designation of CV.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any other questions, comment? Mhm.
Well, I'll just say, really excited to have this in the district, in my district, have it in the city. It is a really long time coming. I know, Dorothy, you've been working on it. John, if you're still, is John here? Still?
He's here.
So now you're in my district. I am officially your complaint department. I know you have my cell number.
Yeah, I just appreciate you being here, John. John's been a great asset to the GTA board. This has been a long time coming. The need was obvious when you looked at our maintenance facility, the GTA maintenance facility on Augusta Road, and operations being at McBee Station. I think the conference room was maybe 20 feet by 10 feet and hardly fit the staff, much less anyone that wanted to speak. Through the leadership of Senator Graham, a grant was given for a new facility, I believe is $11 million. And the local contribution was cash from the city of Greenville and land from Greenville County. And that is how this project began. And then we had a pandemic. And then we had to build such a project. I think the GTA leadership, I see James in the back. He has gone through a lot to get this built and he still looks young. So I commend him on maintaining that. It really is, if you haven't had a chance to tour it or to look at it, it really is something that GTA is proud of and that the city of Greenville needs to be proud of. It has allowed us to take delivery of new clean energy compressed natural gas buses. It has allowed us to improve recruiting for both drivers and mechanics. Nod yes or no if I'm saying anything inaccurate, but these are reports we get at every month at the GTA board meetings. And that has been a struggle since I've been on council, just having people willing to work for GreenLink, and this new facility has been a game changer. I asked James, why do you want to annex into the city? I think everybody would want to be in the city, but I said, what is in it for GTA? And I think as a testament to our first responders, he said, we really want GPD and fire coverage, GCFD, City of Greenville Fire Department. And so y'all get a whole new facility to watch out for, but that was deliberate, and we're glad to have you support their needs. Last but not least, the good news of the month is GTA has closed on the sale of the Augusta Road maintenance facility. So we expect that to become something spectacular down the road. So nothing but good news over the summer for this, and really commend James and his team for leading us to the point that we're at. This kind of ends that discussion of the new facility moving in.
Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming. Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15E.
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.89 acre of real property and 0.41 acre of adjacent right-of-way located at 14 Deering Street and to provide the zoning of RC2.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Thank you and welcome to the city of Greenville. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 15F.
An ordinance to annex approximately 0.29 acre of real property and 0.17 acre of adjacent right-of-way located on Jenkins Street, Short Minus Street, and Minus Chapel Lane, and to provide the zoning designation of RNA.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington. Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. Okay, it's 15G.
An ordinance to approve the FY 2025 amended operating budget and the FY 2026 operating budget for South Carolina Technology and Aviation Center Board of Directors and to accept their FY 2024 annual auditors report.
So moved.
Motion second. Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming. Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye. 15H.
An ordinance to grant to Loomis Fiber of South Carolina LLC the right to install, construct, and operate wireline telecommunications facilities within the right-of-ways of the city of Greenville for the purpose of rendering telecommunication services to its customers and to provide for compensation to the city in accordance with South Carolina law.
So moved.
Motion second. Any other questions to Lee? Anything?
Yep, glad to answer any questions. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I did.
Do you
anyone
wanna
have any
recognize-
questions?
Well,
We
we might
have-
recognize
we have-
the representative.
Well, that's what I was. gonna-
Okay, good.
Okay, all right, sure.
So I know Ben Brazil here. I've known him for a very, very long time, friend for a long time. And Ben, you're going to stick around after if questions, or I don't know if Mary, you want to have any questions? but-
Absolutely.
But Ben's here to answer any questions, either here or after.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, don't want to stand in way of a positive vote, though. Clerk will call the roll. Clerk will call the roll.
Councilmember DeWorke.
Aye.
Councilmember Fleming.
Aye.
Councilmember Gibson.
Aye.
Councilmember Brazington.
Aye.
Councilmember Stahl.
Aye.
Councilmember Dow.
Aye.
Mayor White.
Aye, okay. New business, 16A, resolution.
A resolution to repeal the bylaws of the City of Greenville Planning Commission and to adopt new bylaws and rules of organizational structure.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those ayes have it. Thank you very much. Ms. Manager, what do you have to say to us tonight?
Nothing except to, Mayor, to just remember, and as you earlier did, that Saturday is the one-year anniversary of the Hurricane Helene catastrophe that struck the entire upstate. And just a mini special thanks to every single department at the city of Greenville responded somehow, some way during that catastrophe. And it may have not been right there that minute. It may have been several weeks later, several months later, but the entire city staff somehow or another responded to what happened during Hurricane Helene. I think that we've talked a lot about the city's response to Hurricane Helene over the past year, but just wanted to remember that anniversary is coming up, and a many thanks to our staff, but also to our citizens who just played such a pivotal role in that response to us. I just think that it was during such a time of just terrible circumstance and situation, just the community that we saw throughout that process and throughout that, especially the first few weeks after that situation occurred, was just something that I think just embodies the city of Greenville and our community as a whole, and just how people really came together during that time. And so obviously, as we go into this weekend, there's going to be a lot of memories for many people, a lot of very unpleasant memories for a lot of people, and just wanted to remember all of the many people who played a role in the recovery efforts after Helene.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you for the very light agenda tonight. Yeah, very much. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Meeting is adjourned.
6:05 PM.